and welcome to today's Atlas cooking demo. This week we're talking about breaking quarantine routines and getting back on track with time management. As we work on falling back into a normal schedule, it's important to make time for eating and cooking. As a dietitian, I often hear from folks that one of the biggest barriers for healthy eating is lack of time. Especially for beginners, the process of finding a recipe, grocery shopping, cooking, and cleanup can all seem really overwhelming and time-consuming. But healthy eating doesn't always have to be such a big process, which is what I hope to show you in today's recipe for black bean and sweet potato enchiladas. These enchiladas are loaded with fiber and nutrients like vitamin A and potassium, but they still have that creamy, melty texture we all love in enchiladas. So, even better, you can make them in advance when you have the time and freeze them for another night when you need a quick and nutritious meal. So let's get started. For this recipe, you'll need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 diced yellow onion, 1 minced jalapeno if you like a little kick, 3 cloves of minced garlic, 1 large or 2 small sweet potatoes, and I've mashed mine to add a nice creamy texture to the filling. If you want to mash it, first cut up the sweet potatoes into cubes, then boil them until they're soft, which takes about 20 to 30 minutes on a stovetop or about 5 to 7 minutes in a pressure cooker. Then drain out the excess liquid and squish them with a fork. If you don't have the time to mash the sweet potatoes, you can always just cut them into thin slices and cook them with the rest of the veggies, but if you can, the mashing is definitely worth it. You'll also need a can of diced tomatoes, or fresh tomatoes if you prefer, a can of black beans. You'll need some sort of seasoning, so I made my own out of 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon oregano, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. But you can also just use a 1-ounce package of taco seasoning to keep it simple. You'll also need a large can of red enchilada sauce, flour or corn tortillas, I'm using whole wheat flour, and about a cup of shredded cheese of your choice. I'll be using pepper jack. First, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Then heat the oil in a pan and saute the onion, garlic, and jalapeno. Cook the veggies for about 4 to 5 minutes until they've softened. Then add in the mashed sweet potatoes, tomatoes, black beans, and seasonings, and there you have your filling. In a 9 by 13 baking dish, cover the bottom with enchilada sauce. Then we'll fill the tortillas with the filling, roll them, and place them seam side down in the dish. If you're using corn tortillas, you'll want to heat them in the microwave first for about 30 seconds to make them easier to work with. Once they're all packed in the dish, cover them with the sauce, sprinkle the cheese over top, and bake for 20 to 25 minutes. Once the cheese is melty and the sauce looks like it's set in the tortillas, it's ready to be topped with your favorites, like cilantro, avocado, red onion, sour cream, lime juice, whatever you'd like to add. And you can also enjoy them warm, or you could freeze them for later. And if you're gonna freeze them, I would recommend covering the baking dish with foil before adding the sauce and the enchiladas. Then all you have to do is pull the foil and easily transfer everything between the pan and the freezer bag. That's all for today, and remember to contact me for quick meal ideas or for tips to save you time in the kitchen. Thank you.